probably talk about the game that is tonight, actually. The Thursday night affair, and it is a massive
barn burner.
Don't get
like Jim Fife, the famous used to call all the Auburn games back in the Pat Dye years. He would say, "That sounds like a real barn burner there, Tom."
A barn burner,
real
son.
Barn burner.
So the 5-4 Bengals, coming off of that devastating loss last week, they lost it late against the Texans. The Ravens also coming off of a loss where they had a huge lead. And then wasted that. We've seen it all year long. They seem to take their foot off the pedal, or either they're not making the adjustments that they need to make. First of all, Buck, I would imagine that Baltimore being home is probably a favorite. It's probably not much. It's probably only 2, maybe 3 at the
3.5.
Ooh,
3.5.
3.5.
I think the Bengals.
I take Cincinnati getting 3.
Plus 3.5.
You're darn tootin'.
Yep.
I do. And look, you're going to start Burrow. You're going to start Chase. You're probably going to go ahead and start Tyler Boyd, too, since T. Higgins is out. Obviously, you can tell Tyler Boyd is a good receiver, but he's not a great receiver. You know,
No.
T. Higgins could be a great receiver.
You're going to start mixing, too.
Yeah, you're going to start mixing. Maybe the tight end, maybe.
Let me bring this up, too. They had a tight end that's been playing, and he's not even on the depth chart, right? I'm not even seeing him on the when I look on our league, I don't even see him listed. But his name, he's starting to step ahead of Irv.
You want to talk about a big
there
bust.
he is. Tanner Hudson. I never even heard of him. He's 29 years old, and he came in the last 2 weeks. He's 6'5", 239. Last week he put up a 12, and then the week before he put up a 10. So,
tight end wasteland, pick him up.
I mean,
especially with T. Higgins.
He's worth
out.
a stash. He's worth a stash.
Probably not gonna start him. Maybe so.
No.
Maybe you have a couple tight ends. Like maybe you have Kyle Pitts to take some hits.
Boy, it's hard out there with tight ends right now, and you're just hoping you get lucky and find one that all of a sudden steps up. I mean, it really is.
All right, Buck. So on the Baltimore side, also you could probably start the Bengals defense. They get pressure, they make plays, and Baltimore's not afraid for some turnovers. They're not. Bucky, outside of Lamar Jackson, Baltimore's defense, and Mark Andrews, we've talked a lot about Keaton Mitchell and Gus Edwards. Can you confidently start either over the other, or if you have either one of them, you just start them? You just roll them?
I think you just flip a coin. I mean, if you want huge upside, you go Keaton Mitchell. If you want to play it like ground and pound, a solid floor, then you play Gus Edwards. It depends on, and if you are desperate for a win, if you're like 5-5 or whatever, or worse, you may want to go safe. Or well, you may not. You may just want to go, hey, you know what? I'm either going to make a move to get in the playoffs, or I'm not, or I'm going to be in football this year, and
That's
just
right.
resign yourself to that.
So,
but it's a personal. Do I want to go for it? I mean, it's so subjective.
Yep. Keaton Mitchell definitely has the bigger upside.
Yes.
As far as the wide receivers, Zay's been up and down, and you kind of expect that from the rookies. Sometimes they're very much involved, and sometimes they just kind of fall off and disappear. Odell Beckham Jr. has been coming on the last couple of weeks. I don't know if I trust either of them.
I don't. They're still not putting up double digits. Neither
agree.
one, and they're not getting touchdowns. That's Mark Andrews.
Right. Mark Andrews is the stud there.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good game.
It's going to be great.
It's either going to be 7-3 or it's going to be 37-33.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I see. There's your Thursday night preview from the STFU. And you know what?